Hello. Hello, hello. How we all doing? Wow, it's already a lot of people here. Alrighty. Cool. This is great. Get to be back here again. It's been a while since I've been streaming, huh? About half a year almost. Probably not that long. I forgot. It's been so long I forgot how long it was. Alrighty. Let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. I think it's just gonna be a little calm stream. I'll figure out what I'm doing later. A bit kind of nervous here. Haven't done this in a while. It's chat latency. It's gonna be the end of me. It's so far in the past that it's waiting for it to catch up now. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun today. So let's make this frown upside down. Woo! Make it super happy. Cause we're happen to be alive here. Alright. Alright. Pop filter. Yeah. I'm using my new Mac that I got for Christmas, so I haven't really checked it to see if it's good or not. This is why we're practicing to see how everything's going. I could turn this heater off. That might make it a little bit easier. Yeah, I was just waiting to see who's here or not. Then we'll get started in a bit. Or I can start now. Let me open file I want over here. There we go. There we go. Alright. Check the chat. It's so far. Man, you're living in the past, man. It's so annoying. I am really close to the mic. It's hard because I'm seeing like meta right now. I'm seeing like I'm someone that's to crank it way up and it sounds like I'm really close. So I don't know what works. Yeah, there's not gonna be turning the levels up. Okay. It is at max, so I guess there's not much I can do there. Okay, I got the mixer here. Yeah. I'm finding where the sound is on my headset. I mean, there's not much else I can do here. It is default. That's what I want. So I'm using the Streamlabs OBS. Haven't used it ever in a real live stream. And this microphone. So basically just testing that out and seeing how this works. Latency of this. All this works. Close this. Don't need to save that. That was just practice. Alrighty. We still here? Yeah, I'm just a bit frazzled. I don't quite good at public speaking. Let's see. Just got all this. Go to library. I should tell you what this is. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got a moment, but I don't need it. I'll be back to saying here when you kick butt. Whoa, it's even coming up there too. Wow, thank you so much, Twilight Snarkle, for the $5. That's incredible. I thought it would take me like a week or so to get this up and going. Donations, well, you found it, so donation link is in the description. It's a bit further down. I think you had to open it. But thank you sincerely. Let's see. Do do do. This is how I am normally. It's being all awkward. Let's see. Let's see. I will tell you what this is. So working on the Derpy's first movie, which will be a big, hope it's more than 8 minutes animation for this channel. So that'll be hopefully coming soon, like in a couple months. So these are some characters, base characters. These are what I would call, base, that I will add. The red stripes are to show where in layers the main will go. And there's no tail, so I don't have the tail there. That's a thing. Horn there, in case they need a horn. But yeah. Oh my gosh. I have sound on. I don't know if we got sound, because I think with this it's only this has some sound, but that made a loud sound for me. So someone subscribed. I think it was Pexis. Let's see. So these are gonna be characters. These are gonna be villains in the movie. So I'm just working on some movement cycles. Control loop playback. There we go. So just working on some loop cycles. I made these a couple months ago. Let's see. So I think I wanted to now go back in and then edit it a little bit, because I see a couple flaws. These were made really quick, so I might want to go back into every frame now. So this will be like the more slow, walky kind of thing. So I make these as loops, and then I can then flip out. I can put, well, let's see how to describe it. I can add the head, maybe the arms, to this, and then it'll look like it's walking, or slithering, or kind of slithering. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in. I think this will probably be the majority of this stream. Will be me working with these little anchor points here. So this is Adobe Animate 2018. That's also in the description. What I'm working on, what I'm working with, Animate, and using a Cintiq to draw it. So I think I might, for now, just as a reference, draw a flat line, but not a real flat line. Turn this up. I'm just going to here to see about where my floor would be, and I can see like this isn't on the floor, but it might also be, kind of looks kind of cool. Well, let's see. Yeah, because you want an inchworm kind of movement, and I can see like halfway through that it goes below the frame there. So like these kind of touches will be good. I'm just a little soft smell. I'm feeling a bit heated, a bit nervous, be in front of all of you now. So I wanna pressing A to get to the sub selection tool, so I can see all my anchor points. I'm just gonna go in. These are pretty rough when I last left it. I just made it really quick, so I'm just gonna go in and make very minute adjustments. These were already pretty much in between. With animation, you make keyframes, which will be, ooh, my phone. Oh, okay. So I make keyframes of like, this is the start, and then the end is pretty much, as is the loop, it's pretty much the same as the beginning. And this timeline, this is linearly, chronologically, the timeline. So I might have another keyframe. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Again, I'm in the future for you. This is a keyframe here. Whoop. this blue one now, as is the most, I'm using my hands, most squished up, and then everything else is in between of between here to here are these two frames. So if I wanted, that doesn't make sense with the motion too much to have a frame in between here and here, but it might look a bit smoother, but I think it will just be a bit too much for like too much information. That is a bit too much, yeah. Another thing was that there's no, around here, there's no like kickback kind of thing. Kind of, the motion and arcs are mostly from here to here to here, back there, back there. So we can see it's a whoop kind of arc that goes back and forth. So I'm thinking that I want to add, so it'll go whoop, whoop, maybe a little bit more. See a little dot there? I want to add another frame for this dot, because it ends here right now, and then maybe another, follow the arc of it, kind of boop boop, but not really like that. I don't know. So, if that makes sense. We can zoom in a bit too far if we want. But now I have to figure out with these two dots where to place. Well, I got some room here to maybe put it there, add a keyframe. Now this is a duplicate, so I want to have this be up here. Actually, I want to have this one be this frame. So I'm just going to rearrange them, put this down, and see how that works. Yeah, it adds a little bit more. You can see a little whoop whoop right there. From here to here. So I want to keep working on that kind of motion. Like it squinches up a little too far. Yeah, okay. You can see like just adding that one little bit adds way much more emotion and personality. Alright. Maybe I'll check out Moi channel. I don't know what a Moi channel is. And then I want to add keyframe from here. So let's figure out where that goes. So it'll go whoop 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 whoop. So here, these are actually the same frame. Didn't notice. Okay. So we can easily do that, and then stretch him out to get it to this. Grab the dot. There. So now adds a bit more spring to its stuff. I'm liking that a lot more. Alright. Because I want to make this, you know, if I make this perfect, then I can reuse this as much times as I want. And in the movie, I could just say, oh, I want a snake walking, and I could just copy this and then reuse it as much times as I want. So once this is really good, I'll work on that and just reference this over and over. It's kind of what I do with normal animations too, is that I try to find as many time-saving stuff. Like if I have, I think, let me see, because I think in my heads, this is basic head here. Sorry, I don't speak, yeah, okay. Thank you, Remus Puffle Pie. It's okay. We respect you. And maybe I'll check you out. Ooh, I like this. This is very rainbowy. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm saying that I added a blink. So this is just, you know, personally for me, how I figured it out. I kind of self-taught myself a lot of this. A lot of these tricks that I did, I taught myself. Like how to have a blink. So on frame 15 to 20 that. So that's all part of this symbol. So this graphic here will have these layers, lid, top, and lower, for all those parts, and then lid. Let's see, so you can see all that kind of jazz. And that's the blink cycle. Is that Derpy or what? This is not Derpy. This is a completely different snake character that gets is kind of like my own OC that I'm calling Nagas, as that's the mythological name for snake humans, I think it was. So I'm just making my own little spin on that. Making a little snake pony, and they'll be the villains, main villains in the movie that I'm making. So this is just a pretty crude thing, and then in the other one, that's pretty much the same thing, but it is a different actual symbol instance. And then the mouths, inside of that, so I double click, so I'm inside female mouth, and that's all this bits. And I can go through each frame here, and it has every mouth shape I could think of, and they're all kind of organized by what I would think is good, easy to memorize. Yep. So if I wanted, then it's just a matter of, this is a new option here, frame picker, and I can see, so if I click on mouth, it'll open everything, all those frames that we saw inside the mouth. And when I click on one, don't create a free frame, and we want like super happy, that's like a 4 or 5, and it'll automatically change the frame inside to then 5. So if I wanted to lip sync, this comes in a really good, handy, and really quick to do lip syncing and quickness. What's up all? Probably denied. I know I gotta remember to read the chat. Sebo, I like your animation. Thank you. And everything's in the description if you need to check that out. Let's see. So I'm gonna go back in and see what's wrong with this. I think it's a bit too long in the whoop. Like this lasts too long in the middle. So I'm thinking I might make this onto a ones and then remove, right click, remove frames, and see how that looks. That's a bit quicker. I'm not sure. I mean, I can. It is a different timing now. I'm just trying to get it to its like more whoop 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 whoop. Because right now it's whoop 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 whoop. Like there's a small pause. So I'm trying to figure out where that small pause is. It's hard to figure out when it's going so quick. Oh right, because I have this frame be equal to this frame, I think if I just get rid of this, the last 2 frames, I think it'll work better. Yeah, that's it. Okay. He's really in a rush now. I wanted that to be the slow one, so maybe we'll add back these frames to here. That's looking a little better. Cursor always kind of freaks out a little bit, so I'll do that. I'm liking that. I think we'll just leave that for now. I'm sure there's a lot of little, like right here, that's not, straight line. But that's fine. I want to move on to this one, which is a bit more, wanted this to be more sneaky kind of style, because his head is way lower. And play, yeah, okay, I see. Okay. Reading the chat. This is a bit lower to the ground than I want it to be more, way more whoopity whoop. but I'm not. Yeah, I'm looking at the tail here. Again, that's not too good. So I'll draw another line here. See where that goes. That's a big line. Okay. Try to figure out where where did I put the floor? The floor would be around here, but then that does make sense. Okay. Do. Like a few more frames could be added drawn on the scrunch up. Yeah, adding more frames would make it more smooth. I just don't know if I want it to be, you know, overly smooth. Because I want it to be. Because everything else that I animate, you know, stuff like head and stuff, I do it on 2s. I mean, this blink, it is on 1s. That's not a good example then. But you know, everything else, like the mouths, I do on 2s. What if I could like detour right now to find a regular video on my new videos? Well, let me just open one of these then. I can open this. Boop booty whoop. I'm not sure what you mean. It means more than that. That's still pretty cool. Okay. So here's like Act 1 of the movie. So there's no sound yet. Haven't added any of that. But you can kind of see what's going on. This is like the first bit of the movie. Oh, I still got that. Yeah, I'll get rid of the white outline. I could do that right now, actually. Boop. There we go. So there's Derpy. We can go into this shot. That'll be pretty easy. Oh, because she's under the blankets. Not sure why that's going on. Oh, because they got a camera? No. I'll move on to something else then. Here's her arm out, and she's just grabbing the alarm, but she trips and gets it. Yeah. Nice screen wipe to her there. Might add some more lighting. This is all work in project. But I had this guy a couple months ago. Reading chat. Super good. What looks wrong? Then what's trying to? Okay. Yeah, I'll look on that then. Here's Derpy walking to the. I call him Gruff. He's the head guy of this. Then we go into a storybook of what happened. So I think my favorite part is at the end. So I'll skip to there. There's this diamond that's gonna be a huge part of it. Add a lot of hair. See, why does it? They flipped it, and then Derpy's in this white void now. Like that shouldn't happen. She's like, whoa. Okay. Woo. Alright. This little jump is my favorite animation so far. We can see like these little kind of purpley blue bits with the arrows are tweens. Should I call them that? It's not called that there. Okay. Oh, there it is. Tweening. And if you right click anywhere in here, you can get a classic tween. That'll create in between here. So all I did was created the poses of all these different parts. So all these different parts are on different layers that I'm moving individually for every bit, every frame, I guess. But I'm kind of cheating, don't have anything happen here too much. The hair moves because inside of the head it gets me even more complicated, where the head has its own bits too. So I'm moving those individually. And then, so all I'm doing is I make a pose, move everything around. I can move things here. So I can move, rotate, and scale, just like in 3D animation. All those things there work. So I'm really working from here to here, and then when I make it a tween, the computer itself will determine all those position, scale, rotate, interpolates it between those frames. Here's a little frame by frame though of the legs freaking out, spinning. She's in the air, and then she falls. Is this the ease? No ease. Any ease in here? I didn't put any easing. I can see here that this value is 0 the whole way. Let's see. So she gets up, a little messy, but it's so fast that it doesn't register too much. And then we got the follow through with the hair inside here. This hair is its own graphic thing that I'm going in and out here, and I'm just saying what position and timing it should be. And that's basically how I animate. Yeah. Want a little breakdown of that. So right here it's a bit different because I'm just determining. This was mostly actually frame by frame, where I would like have just a base drawing of what it would look like. That's not it. Base drawing of what it would look like. Like I would sketch it out like this with the brush tool, if it would save. Yeah. Here's, what I would draw. I would draw this way better, and then I would use the line tool. Yeah. What is this? It's not saying that it's line. Well, here's the line tool. So I'm able to make a line. This is a vector type of line. So it only has 2 points. 2 points here and here. And it makes it infinitely scalable, so I can go super close and it never loses resolution. And here we can see like there'll be a lot more of those dots. So yeah, so we can see like every little dot has to be calculated, and so if we have this many dots or anchor points, it'll slow down my computer and it won't look too smooth as compared to something like this. So that's why I kind of go to normal drawing it out, kind of get the poses and keyframes. I only animate kind of like this when it's more complicated. Like in here, I didn't like sketch out this pose per pose for a character animation, but something like this, I felt like I needed to. So it's not shape tweening. Shape tweening is I barely use it. I remember like using it like a couple years ago, and even then, yeah, none of that works as you want. Oh wait, no. Actually, in the intro, let me see if I can pull that up. This is fun. Let's see. Intro. Intro 2. Yeah, here's my intro title card. It has music. Ooh, that's loud. So I'm thinking here is the only use I hope of. Let me get to here. Can I call it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Nope. Not that. Here? There's, yeah. Here's the name, and then I shape tweened it, so you can see that it's a green bar. Oh, shape moving. Hey, Derpy Smile Attack. Good to see you. So, I made a. Let me see. So each letter, I took the text thing, the text tool, and then broke it apart, so I can then get the dots, the anchor points. Oh yeah, We were okay. Yeah, I deliberately turned it off. Use me, but I don't understand anything. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't understand your language, so I don't think I can help you with that. Um. Yeah. So I got the anchor points, and to make it a loop, I made this keyframe equal same thing. I just duplicated it. So I took do 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 do. I took all these points and then I moved them slightly around. Like I picked one up and then kind of moved it around, and just barely, so it didn't break. That's the big thing with the when using shape tweens, that it easily breaks. I think even here, like yeah, like this little bit, like I didn't like. Yeah, I don't like that. That's horrible. But you can see like just how not accurate shape tweening is. Yeah. So I got that. This is mostly. So we got shape tweening here, and we got tweening here, and this is mostly frame by frame. So I try to dabble with whatever would suit best to each scenario with animation. I'm already excited. Good. Yep. And that always happens. And I try to move it, it like breaks off. That's the one thing. It's that these panels are too easy to get off when I want to make it bigger. What sport are you at least looking? Thank you. Okay, so I want to go back here and see if I can figure out. Well, we can do the same thing again using the green. Boop. So here, here, here. Okay, so we got that, that. I don't think I planned this out as good. And then it goes back and then down. That's not even the same place as that. Like it goes from here to there, and that looks horrible. Yeah, that's just. It's not even doing like a. It's kind of doing like a figure eight. This. Oops, did it in the wrong layer. So there, 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 there. To here, to there, and then somehow, and then it goes back there. So we can see, it just doesn't know where to go. I think a better one, where does it start? I forgot. Okay, so it starts there. Cool. That looks like a tentacle. So it starts there. I'm thinking, I mean, because with the slither, we want it to kind of go up and down. Try to figure it out. I mean, just regularly, it'll look like that, and then it has to go up. So to go there to there to there. So how do you? What's the middle? Is like that. A little bigger. A little bigger. But where does that lie? So we need a. I think it should like more like a spring. Okay, some more vertical movement as well as it changing between here to here. So 1, 2, 3. So da 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 da. So woo, maybe a little whoop as well, and then go back here. So this will be the overshoots here. I didn't think I would get this complicated in actual animation techniques here. So we'll start here on 1, and then around here 2. Well, not really, because I wanted it to be. I want to actually reverse these. But it starts there though. That's the problem. Is that it starts there. So maybe that is right then. Like a tire coil spring on the end, but in the middle, a loose springy spring. Gotcha. I'm having trouble with that. And 3 there. So, not liking the thickness of this. I want to make this a little smaller so I can see it. There we go. And then 3 back there. So 1, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. And that'll like reverse back the other way. So it starts here, and then the middle point there, and then that'll be the ending point, and then it'll reverse back to 2, 1. So we need to figure out that as well as like where now it'll land kind of thing, because we want like a whoop, and then it'll just go back up. I think that'll work. I'm not sure if I want it to be right there, because I need to ease it. Spring motion with tight coil from a gradual oh jeez. Yeah, Blaza, I know you're helping. I think I'm also onto something. I think maybe here, and then I'm following this, so 1, and then 2 here, and then that, and then maybe not that. So boop, and then boop, and then there's the end, and there's my overshoot there, and then it'll back up there, and then just reverse. Well, in reverse, well, we don't have to care about reverse right now, because right now it's yeah, it's just dancing whatever it wants. Let me change this color just when I bring it back. It'll look okay. Okay. Good, what you got? Thank you. I was gonna ask, like, is this gonna be good? It's getting noise over here. Okay. So it's there. So I think I'm not gonna care about the rest of the body, I think, for now. I'm just gonna try and line up this bit. Whoa. I got a lot more anchor points than I thought. And then, yeah, that's right. So around 2. So that was 2 actually. So this is 2. That looks like that. That's right. Okay. And the problem with the line tool is if you got too many or don't know where your anchor points are, you'll just make a million more of them without realizing. So this one goes here. Kinda. We'll figure out where it'll. Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking good because there's too many dots here that are entangling with themselves now. So boop, 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 and then we want it to change to 3, which is upside down around there. And I'm not looking too much into there. And then this will be my overshoot, where it goes a little bit further than where it should, where it'll land. Okay, reading in chat. If I just stop, I'm most likely just looking at the chat. I have a lot of little dots here. What's this? This isn't the same style of line. And then, well, then it goes back up, so let me add another frame. Well, let's see. Boop, boop, boop. So here is it going back up to where it should land. And I'll hide it. How much we got? Let's make sure we in context. I mean, anything beside what we had before will probably look good. So let's just let's see. Really don't need whatever this layer is on. That. Okay. Yeah, as I said, but I drew like this, you know, whatever this looks like way a couple months ago, so want to make it a little bit more accurate now. And stuff like that. Bap. Yeah, I don't know why you have to be like this. Well, that goes all the way there. And then here, it doesn't. Okay. So I'm going to raise that up. That's probably not the way to do it. Okay. Are we having fun? Because I'm learning myself what I'm doing. But I probably wouldn't have done any of this. I would have probably just been as lazy with like stuff like this or something. So it's slowly transforming now into the other pose. Honestly, I could make this, I could get rid of this bit to go from here into this. I don't know. I'll move it over here so I don't lose it. And then I'll move this one back. And then this one back. And then see where that goes. Ooh, that's looking better. Yeah, it just snaps. That's what I want. That's why I made a big hole here. So it'll just snap. And then I guess did I just, well, that's really short. And then it goes up and then relax. And then that's let me just see where, does this equal this? No. So this is unique. We decided on this. No, because, oh right, that's the overshoot. So this is where it lands. And then does this? No. Okay. So make a note that that's where it should end. That's where my loop ends. So I'm gonna clear these and then figure out that that's where. Didn't notice that. Okay. So now I need it reversed the other way. Could just put boop and then boop and then cut it here. But not with the loop, I don't want to see that. I mean, it has a little cute thing there, but I want to make sure that this, I think the whole thing needs to, and then it kind of raises all of it up, and then it goes back up. Alright. I mean, it kind of goes, So how do we fix that? It goes, let me see where that, not liking the timing of, actually that, around here. I think if this was maybe faster, making something like that. Because I wanted it to be a bit more smooth, but I think having, That's pretty smooth, but I think it just juts out a bit too much. So I mean, I think the head here, yeah, that's a bit way too much. So I could either lead it in, or like right here, I could tip this down, make the impact of it later less in this frame. Yeah. Okay. And again, I might polish this even more, but I think this is looking a little better than what we had, at least what I had. Like I would go in here and then around here, make sure it's always on the ground. But I think that's looking up way better. Why didn't I ever think of this? This whole timing chart. I forgot all my timing charts. So I guess I'll clean up a little bit, and I really didn't need this frame, so I guess I can remove. And now we're only at 13 frames, so that's pretty decent for a cycle. Most cycles, at least every normal walk cycle, are about 24 frames. So I mean, how about half of that and a little bit more? I think we'll be just fine. So don't need that. Needs these. I will guide. So guide adds a little hammer. And with the hammer, if I go back outside, so on scene 2, when I double click, I'm now inside a slither, and now they're invisible. Okay, I'll do the same thing to here. Guessing these two. Guide. Now we can look at this one again, because now we learned the other thing. Well, we learned a lot more in that one, so now we can see even more about why maybe something like this doesn't work. We can work on that later. I just wanted to, chill out with you guys. And I will hopefully start streaming much more regularly too. So hope you're prepared for that. That's about as much as I thought I would be doing today. So I just wanted to keep this really quick, and we saw like how I had to fix all the mic stuff, which I don't think I can. I think it might just be up to me to either speak louder or clearer. All right. So that's working. So I guess if we have any more, if anyone else has any just regular questions, we could do like a short Q&A while I figure out what I'm doing with my life right now. What a quick thing that I don't think I will have music playing while I'm streaming. I just thought it'd be too complex, especially to get it, I'll get copyright claims way too easy these days. So I just figured if there's no music at all, then I can't get music copyright claims. So yeah, I'm doing finger guns right now. Pew pew. All right. Yeah, just let this play. Hey, thanks, Snarkle. And again, I might, well, it's there. I'll just talk about this that I might, because I redesigned this alarm clock, like, already. Oh. I don't know why that's going on. I redesigned this alarm clock to be a different color. Still not too, liking it so far, this alarm clock design. I just don't know what else to do. I mean, it's an alarm clock. I mean, in Pony, there's no alarm clock, so it'll be like a rooster or something. So having an electronic alarm clock doesn't make sense. And again, all this will hopefully make sense. later once it's all done. And I don't want to make too many promises. Like, I don't think I'll be able to go through with all of it. I think I might be able to, if I just hammer down, I think I might be able to finish at least animating um, by April. I mean, I wanted to finish this by like October, but that didn't happen. I guess we could see these. I mean, these are little storyboards of like what I thought. I had like so many revisions to this story, so if you can figure it out, then that'll be good. Give me a little toy derpy. Oh yeah, and these are I made sketches as like storyboards for everything of what I wanted it to be. Derpy. That's why real results what the world's like. That's good too. Yeah, and I wanted it. The theme of this movie is to, travel. That I wanted Derpy to get out her comfort zone and go out to pretty much the outskirts. Yeah, because most of my videos she's just in Ponyville the whole time. You've seen this. It's saving. Just wanted to broaden that and make it much more epic of a story. So that's just the first minute. But yeah, those will be much longer, and I have a lot more plans and actually a couple of revisions. So maybe I'll stream more of stuff like that where I might re-storyboard or edit the storyboards that I have. Yeah, not much else to say. If there's any more questions of what you have on your mind, I think I'll end it in a couple minutes. We'll just look at these snakes kind of blinking, 'cause that's fun. Oh, I guess another thing. Again, this isn't set in stone, but I plan to, at least for next week, I don't want to check my calendar, but next week, I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, Friday, around the same time here, around 5 or 6, start at 5 or 6 PST, so whatever that is, around whatever time I started now for you, and then hopefully go for maybe 2 or 3 hours each day, and I'll work on different projects. So I might not work on my channel work. I'll work on a friend's commission or whatever kind of work. So I just need to get more permissions from the directors of those projects, and that I can stream them. I do have one of my friends. I did get his permission, but we just have a little conflict right now. Once that's worked out, we will then start streaming where I'm an animator on his project. So I'm excited to show that. Yeah, I think that's about it then. What else? I don't think that's it. Plaza, sorry you're away. I think I will have these streams saved, or at least recorded, and they will stay on my channel, so you can back it up and watch whatever you missed. Any of you guys do, if you want to watch this again. Of course, you're already watching this in a video, so yeah. Guess I'll also leave it with this. It was kind of... That's fine. I'll fix that later. Why it's like that. Why is this? Oh, it looks fine there. Oh, because this is 15 frames, and inside of here, it's only 12. I think I might just make this longer. Just forever. You can see this going on forever. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So it's fine. I didn't have to do anything. But this isn't. Let's play once, so we can play loop. And you're already on loop. There we go. Okay. I think we'll leave it with that. With these little snake guys, and see you again soon. Bye bye.